All right, good morning, everyone. So I've been going through my YouTube here, and I saw that a couple of videos that I have regarding negative risk to reward ratio has really blown up, and I think it's because it's such a controversial subject, really, because we're all, as traders, going through all the normal trading education. It's so ingrained in us that you need to have a minimum risk to reward to be profitable. Like, if you see a setup, it needs to be 2R, at least 2R, maybe 3R. I mean, I'm sure most of you have read the book, from Howard Marks, Trading in the Zone. Great book, by the way. I think I got it right here, actually. All right, I had to pause and actually look for it. This one right here, beautiful book, great book. Read it if you haven't already. Anyway, so he has this trading challenge where it's like, you're going to take these trades and it has to be, at least 3R. And most of the trading education out there is just based around risk to reward. But think about it. If you're a discretionary trader and you're trading, discretionary, and you're trading level to level, let's say price comes down into support and you see that, so take the break and retest, for example. Let me try to illustrate the example. Price, hits resistance level, comes down, creates a higher low, breaks above resistance, creates a higher high, comes down to the previous resistance, now support, and bounces. So you look at this and you say, okay, that's a really good entry. And I want my stop loss to be below the low, the closest low below the level. So you enter on the retest of the support, stop loss below that low, and then you're looking at the next resistance above. And you're like, okay, that looks perfect. Looks like a higher probability trade. Looks like there's a high probability for price to move from that support where I have my entry to that resistance above. But what if the risk to reward is just, below 1? What if you risk $100 only to make $50? Is it then worth it? Is it worth to have a negative risk to reward? Is it worth to have 0.5R? And I would argue that if it's a high probability trade and you see from statistics that when you have a trade like this, maybe it has a 75 or 80% chance of winning, then of course it's worth taking that trade because you're trading from one level to the next level. And who cares what the risk to reward is if you have a high probability setup and the move from one level to the other it looks perfect? Would you not take that trade just because it's not a 3R? I mean, that makes no sense. So stop following what everyone is saying and just think for yourself, all right? Think for yourself.